Hello everyone, welcome to Leoguidance time if this is your first time, and welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. It's so lovely to have you here. Sorry for the camera angle. I will be just putting the cards, basically showing it to the camera. Hope that this is going to be good enough. And this is going to be a collective reading, so there are not going to be specific piles in here. So if this video has already found you, then there are messages in here, messages here for you. So for some reason, I have been actually feeling drawn to some messages around love and relationships, but I'm not putting that intention on it. Let's see if the messages are going to come through literally. But I would like to start a little bit in a different way today, and I will be using this like a mermaid tarot deck. I love it, but I haven't been using it for long. I will be just like picking up a random page from basically the guidebook, and then I will be reading it off for you. So let's start with what the collective needs to hear. Okay, it starts with chapter 4, Minor Arcana. Let's try it again. There are going to be some short-term changes coming to your life. Oh boy. Okay, we have Ace of Cups. I love it. Actually, this was under the bottom of the deck when I was already shuffling and clearing for myself. So this says that under the sea, cups seem out of place. They merely look like they need to be filled. And as we can see with our Ace of Cups, this one has been converted into someone's home. It's filled with brim and the magic and miracle of life. Someone saw this cup as an opportunity for expansion and a new life and jumped right in it literally. It's interesting that without even knowing what is the true purpose was, what was the true purpose, the sea took the cup in and used it to its fullest potential anyway. Now it's a part of the living landscape, another piece of the larger puzzle of the life under the sea. Okay, that's an amazing message. So I will also like read the upright position and also like edit from my interpretation. Upright side says that are you using a gift to its fullest potential, or do you have it on a shelf somewhere while you try to figure out what it is? The Ace of Cup lets you know that if it has shown up, the conditions are already there for it to fulfill its purpose. Trying to understand it is not the same as actually using it. Cups are a feeling suit, which is why logic and reason are not always the best way to deal with them. I suggest you better make use of what was presented itself before someone else comes along and claim it. I couldn't say it. Oh, so basically the general theme of the message is that if there is something in your life you want to manifest, you want to bring it forward, whether this to be a relationship, a career path, money, any kind of relationships, whatever you were planning to wanting to manifest for a while, this is not something new, for a while, the spirit is saying that you already have the resources. You just need to believe in it. Plus, you're keeping yourself in your safe zone because you're a little bit afraid. So you might be having some ups and downs in your moods. If you don't have it, there's a lack of self-belief in here. Lack of self-belief because you don't want to take a step towards an unknown because you do not know how is it going to unfold. You're not trusting yourself. You're not trusting your skills enough to be able to create the magic you want in your life. The magic can be created with the current resources that you do already have, but you're just not taking action towards it. Why? Because you're lacking the self-belief. So what do we need to hear more about it, Spirit, for the collective? What do we need to hear more about it? For some of you, this might really be around relationships, since with the Ace of Cups, you might be wanting a full new chapter in your life. This is a lot. I'll put them back, but we have Five of Wands in reverse. Is it 5? Yes, Five of Wands in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse, Six of Swords, and Five of Swords. So I'll put them back, but what I'm picking up is you don't want to shake up some feathers in here. Is that a saying? Did I catch it correctly? But you don't want to shake up some feathers. Like you just don't want to. I don't know. if you have some kind of like a traditional life that you're living, but what's going to actually fulfill you is something outside of the norms, outside of the box, you don't even want to shake up your world at the moment. But if you want it, if your soul is really calling you out towards that direction, know that it is meant for you. It is going to happen. And if the calling has been there for a while, in a sense that you don't resonate with your current life, in a sense, in a way that you have been, know that your next step is nothing but change. It has to happen, especially with the conditions. And today I was also like watching, I came across one video. I was having my ups and downs moods, and it's actually clarified. So in terms of what's happening in astrologically, if you are one of the fixed signs, especially no, sorry, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, or Scorpio, this is going to impact you the most, but regardless, it's going to affect many, many signs. I believe that it was about the transition of Pluto to Aquarius. So many of us are going to feel that urge to do drastic changes, like align with what's actually like serving us, even if it's outside of the norms, even if it's outside of the box. We just would like to want it, and even the circumstances might be like aligning all in a way that we might have no choice but to do that. Yeah, somehow I felt called to do that. You might have some tendencies around like keeping the situations nice, keeping the circumstances nice, not bothering anyone, not being outspoken, because most of the time your thoughts, your opinions, they were very outside of the box. And if you haven't been supported, I mean, understood, even like listened fully and genuinely when you were growing up by who you were, then it's a little bit harder for you to open up right now, I feel, to fully express yourself there. But you will be doing that regardless, like sooner or later. So, what does collective means to hear, spirits? I still haven't any cards out. Hey, we have Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You don't feel like ready for the treasures that it can come, and you do not feel worthy enough of everything you want. Nine of Wands. Yes. Okay, I'll get one more. It has been an extremely long journey for you. Like, you have many battle scars. You're an extremely resilient person in a way that you nearly have a very unhealthy threshold for pain, and to be a resilient person, like, you did not have to endure that much of pain. One of the things that why you have gone through such pain and hardships one after another was that it was harder for you to accept the lessons. It was, I'm picking up a starseed energy in a way that it was harder for you to accept that people could be like that. They could be doing the things that they were doing it because of those reasons. You just did not want to accept. You again and again wanted to see the people from your own beautiful, pure eyes. But not every soul was having as pure intentions as you did, so that caused some kind of like intense vibrations there. Like, there were a lot of like mismatches between you versus the people that you keep coming across, until you learn to set actually firm boundaries and start actually being okay with by just being yourself. And in order for you to just by be yourself, just by being with yourself, you just had to have that kind of like um, inner trust within yourself that everything is going to be actually okay. And I do love my own company, so everything is like actually connecting to each other. You had to learn how to love yourself fully, accept yourself fully, so that anyone else's behavior around you would not be affecting you anymore. Because in the past, when you were growing up, you haven't seen the acknowledgement and love that you needed, especially from your caregivers, your immediate environment. So you learn that basically you had to earn it. So you were very much depending on external validations to feel worthy and loved in your early like childhood years, which also reflected back upon your adulthood years, regardless of your age. Maybe it was like in the early adulthood, or it might have been something that is changing for you recently, but this has been the pattern that actually you're recovering from. There was a lot of pain in the past, but now you start learning that I'm good enough by myself. I know what I deserve. I know what I'm worthy of. So any other treatment except that level is going away. Like, this is my threshold. Before, this was my threshold. So anyone could go like basically up above it. And then I'll be just like basically up on the floor and trying to like, trying to convince everyone that I'm not a doormat. But right now, I am here. Like, it takes work and effort to meet me here. My energy is expensive, and I am acting like it. That might be one affirmation you want to say, actually. My energy is expensive and people need to earn it because I worked for it. Still, you are not feeling quite worthy of having all of your dreams come true for you. There's a big treasure in here. This is a treasure chest, and that is actually you. Like, whoever person you just like get into their lives, you are just like a treasure box in here. Like, your energy is literally so expensive that I feel like I kind of like I have to explain it. I have to like boost you up. You might be needing that kind of like a boost outside of yourself, because you might not have been giving it to yourself enough. It might be very, very helpful for you to actually start your day with some affirmations. You might be actually listening it on it. Like, I have been doing it with the affirmations by Lavender. I bet you might know her. It is so good, and it's just like nearly only 10 minutes of affirmations to start today's event. It really changes up the mood, especially when you're feeling down, because it might be a little bit harder to give that kind of like affirmations back to yourself. So you might need to hear it externally, but after a while, it's going to get your new normal. But you are that treasure, you're that treasure chest, but most of all, since you are this, it is so easy actually when you feel worthy enough, the universe for you to bring it like that. All this like external treasure back to your life. I'm saying back to your life because it's your birthright. I will keep it upright. Yeah, I'm keeping it upright. One thing you're healing in this lifetime is you do not need to work hard, burn yourself out in order to be successful, in order to feel worthy, in order to feel joyful. It's on the contrary. You just need to feel worthy enough of all the beautiful things that a hard work could bring into your life. I feel like you guys have no issues about working hard. So your issues is unlearning it. You do not need to work hard to get the things that you want. You just need to be an energetic match for it. In order to do that, you have to feel worthy enough of it. King of Wands in reverse, there might have been a lot of like masculine figures in your life, especially like a figures in the power. This doesn't have to be only masculine. If it's around like a career path in terms of school or work, whatever it is, you might have been come across with many distorted power figures. Very much depending their worth on titles like their ego. What do they have? What do they teach? What do they know? Like what kind of clothes they're wearing? Who do they know? What are they driving, etc. So that might be something also could be a little bit harder for you to actually let go, because if you have grown up with thoughts around the fact that what defines success or what actually defines someone's worth, especially to be accepted within the society, you have to be doing something just like those people that you have been seeing it, because they were the loud ones, like you were a quiet one. But being loud does not always means that actually someone is bringing value or someone is like being right. I don't want to say right or wrong, but yeah. So someone becomes loud, uh, even without being loud, even like with their words, they can be, yeah, loud, or they can be acting like too much. They do that out of insecurity. But back then, you did not have that kind of like a consciousness to be able to understand that why someone being that extra was actually in that position or doing those kind of things. So there might have been some kind of like actually, misalignment when it comes to how do you see success, how do you see like value in people, and also what kind of like a people, oh, this is big, what type of like a people do you think deserve to have a lot of money? What type of like a people do you think deserve to live a life that you are living in? Like, are they doing something traditional in your mind's eye? Like, what are they doing? What are they driving? What are they eating? There is going to be like conflicting two views for you. One of them is going to be an old version of yourself that you will be actually seeing it at that, okay, like this is what society wants, this is what I saw. But the second part is going to be, but this is what I want. Like, it's gentler. Like, it is going to be nothing to do with that part. It's going to be quiet, it's going to be calm, understanding. I hope that I'm making sense in here. Please do let me know. But yes, the biggest message for you is you need to own your worth. Like, you are the treasure, and you need to feel worthy enough to bring that treasure back into your life. Like, healing your basically relationship with authority figures, because your success is the empress. I'm going to take this card. You are the empress in your life, in this life, and the success that is not to burn you out, the type of life that you want to live, it is ruled by your feminine energy. It's an energy that does not have to always overwork herself. She just opens herself up to receiving and believing that she's always supported. It's just the opposite energy of that King of Wands in reverse. Like, even in the upright position, the King of Wands is not a match for Empress. It should be an Emperor, and it's not an Emperor. So just know that this is you, and this is what you have been comparing yourself to. Okay. Let's get some Moonology cards about what else does the collective needs to hear. Spirit, please. Okay, we have one. Your hard work is paying off. It's a new moon in Capricorn. There's a big new chapter in your life that is opening. All of the hard work you put into, yes, you're going to see the results. I will read it. I'll get one more card. And Spirit also wants you to surrender. They want you to trust that whatever you want, it wants you more. Look at the bigger picture. Hold your vision. Spirit is saying that we have seen your pain, and just because the things you want have not yet manifested in your life, it doesn't mean that they are not coming into your life. And hold a minute, I'll back. Okay, I grabbed some cards, like I wrote them for some Spirit channeled masters. I will be like taking them at the end of the reading as well. But Spirit wants you to look at the bigger picture, because if you would have dived a little bit deeper into the details, you're going to get lost in a way that they know that you have suffered a lot. They know that there were many challenges on your way that you haven't seen in many people's lives, especially the people around you. Like, you might not have met with someone who gone through that kind of like experiences that you had to endure, and you're like, what is fair? That's not fair. But Spirit is like, look at the bigger picture. Why you had them? Where are you going right now? Those people are not going to the places that you are going. You are going. So just don't focus on the details, because it might drag you down. We don't want it. We just want you to rise up above. And this is what's happening. I love this message. Okay. New Moon in Capricorn. Scorpio, Libra. Oh, we passed it. Sorry. Let me find it back again. Also, there's a new romantic cycle is beginning for you. Somehow I'm guided to say that. Okay, so the first and foremost, this card suggests a new start for you professionally. So, whatever has been going on in your working life, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is the time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whatever your question, whether work related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. You need to take a look at the longer term and think about where you want to be in the 12 months or even 5 years' time. That will inform your best course of action now. So think seriously about it. Drawing this card suggests it's a time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is you want to achieve. Nice. Very nice. One thing that could motivate you is also actually making a long-term plan, just like the card is suggesting. If you have a job that if you are in between transitioning of some jobs, still it is worth to actually ask for more from your current job, or think about what is actually fulfilling you and is it actually possible for you to do that. Trying to create that opportunities. If it's possible for you to talk with like someone in charge, who can just like make it happen. If it's not you, then that's something you can do. But more of that. So if you have your own business, then that's the biggest sign of you to actually like do some kind of like a maybe even like a feature scripting about where do you want to see yourself like 1 to 5 years from now, and what can you do to get there. One angel message, one angel advice. Okay, we have innocence. So this says that, beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so that we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that might shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. You are asked to connect and feel your heart chakra, even like 3 to 5 minutes a day, just in a meditative state. And doing it regularly is actually going to help you to feel that love that you have been longing for so long. Like there's a need for you to connect with the like-minded people, and like connecting with your heart chakra and imagining like an emerald, like a green light radiating through it every day, and a calmness, in a cozy space that you feel really at home with is one thing. But more of that, so you can literally ask upon and call upon your angels. In here I'm hearing like Archangel Raphael, and you might have also like a specific archangel that is actually resonating with you. You can even like call upon like archangel of like an angel of innocence, and then you can ask for them to take any anger, guilt, shame, or worries away and replace them with a full faith. Beautiful. Under the bottom of the deck, we have ground yourself. You might need to go outside a little bit more and ground yourself, even through some breath work. So let's get some final spirit messages for you. I saw 444. It might be important for you. There's something very foundational happening in your life. Your current situation will improve. Yes, it will. What else? In case you haven't been believing in me. Give it some time. If there has been like something on your mind, whether this to be about work, relationship, anything, Spirit wants you to take a break and give it some time, because like you are a type of person that's going to go all in for something that he or she wants to create. With the hard work is paying off with the Capricorn energy. You might have heavy Capricorn energy in your chart, or like one of the signs could be like very close to the Capricorn. I guess like after Sagittarius, you might have heavy some kind of like a Sagittarius placement that is so closer to the Capricorn as well. But in any ways, you, as I said before at the beginning of the reading, one of the biggest lessons in this lifetime for you to learn is to receive without working hard. So give it some time. Give yourself some break. What else? Oof. We have 3 and I'll take them all. Your uniqueness is needed at the situation. So whatever you want to create, you have to do it in your own way. Like there might be many advices or many things that you're seeing all around you from other people. Yes, you can take them, but no, that however you want to create, whatever like quirks or like specific interests you want to combine, you want to bring into the world, and you think that that hasn't been done before, it will be weird, how's it going to be received? No, that is going to be you. If you're not feeling ready for it, that is okay, but know that it is going to be unique and it's going to be yours, and it's meant to be integrated. There are going to be some aspects towards something you are creating that is going to be unique, because you will be integrating like a more than one, or even like more than two different kinds of like modalities, I want to say, if it makes sense. Everything is according to plan. You don't need to worry, so you can give it some time and ask help from us. Exactly. Any worries, angers, like ups and downs, emotions that you might have been feeling, your angels just and your spirit guides just wants you to ask help from them. They want you to also read the top. Get creative. Your energy needs an outlet. Yes, like whenever you're giving yourself some time, you can focus on the things that you love to do and that actually brings you energy, that can also let your energy flow a little bit. But remember, the purpose is not to be productive, create something, but it's more of so enjoying what you're creating. But this is all I got for you. I hope the messages are resonating. If they did, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me, sorry. And leave a comment down below, some like yellow hearts if you have watched it until the end. If it resonated with you, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful energy with me. And I'm hoping to see you next time. Until then, take care of yourselves and bye bye.